Welcome aboard. We're going to show you the correct way to apply vinyl graphics as we put our new boat name on our freshly painted transom. We'll use the wet application process for the name and the dry application process for the hailing port. Before you begin, gather up all the supplies and tools you'll need. Other than soap and water, you'll need denatured alcohol, clean lint-free towels, a spray bottle, tape measure or yardstick, pencil, scissors, masking tape, and a burnishing tool, typically supplied by the Vinyl Graphics Company. In our case, we used Prism Graphics out of Seattle. Step 1 is to ensure good adhesion by properly cleaning the application surface. Since we had just painted the previous weekend, we washed with soap and water and wiped dry. This was followed by a denatured alcohol wipe down. Step 2 is to locate the vertical center on the application area. In our case, that was right in the middle of the transom. Mark the center gently with a pencil. Step 3 is to position the graphic exactly where you want it. Line up the center marks on the graphic pre-mask with the centering marks on the surface. Tape the center of the graphic in position. For the wet application process, carefully align the ends and place tape along the outer edge of the graphic sides. Tape the graphic in place and step back to ensure it's positioned right where you want it. Step 4 in the wet application process is to take the graphic down and remove the backing. Be very careful not to touch the adhesive on the graphic. Take the spray bottle, which has 2 cups of warm water and 3 drops of dish soap as an application solution, and spray a light mist over both the back of the graphic as well as the application surface. This will delay the adhesive activation between the graphic and the surface and should result in a bubble-free and wrinkle-free application. Put it up into place against those. Step 5 is to place the graphic in position. The wet surface will allow you to move the graphic for a short time so you can make sure it is perfectly placed. Then, with light overlapping strokes from the center out, use the burnishing tool to squeegee the graphic flat. Take a clean, lint-free towel and carefully dry the entire surface. Re-squeegee the graphic, working from the center to push all the water out from under the vinyl. You can now remove the marking tape, allowing up to an hour for the graphic to dry and adhere. Step 6. Dry squeegee the graphic with firm pressure. Then remove the pre-mask. Peel slowly at a sharp 180-degree angle to completely reveal your new vinyl graphic. Gently dry the vinyl and check for any wrinkles or bubbles. Since our transom had a few surface repairs and paint jobs over the years, we had a couple of minor wrinkles and 1 small bubble. We were able to easily squeegee the wrinkles out. For the bubble, we simply punctured it with a needle and pushed the air out the puncture mark. When finished, we were quite happy with the results. For the hailing port, we used the dry application process. Of course, the first step is proper cleaning of the surface, which we had done prior to applying the name. Step 2 is to align the center of the graphic with the centering marks on the surface. Tape the graphic in the desired position and step back to ensure it is right where you want it. We even took the extra step of measuring the distance between the bottom of the name and the top of the hailing port to make sure it was perfectly level. Step 3 is to place a vertical length of tape on the graphic's centerline. This piece of tape will act as a hinge, allowing you to apply 1/2 of the vinyl at a time. Step 4 is to remove the tape on one end and peel the backing to the center. Carefully cut the backing and remove. Step 5 is to hold the vinyl by the pre-mask, again being careful not to touch the adhesive, and beginning at the center hinge, make easy overlapping strokes from the middle out to the end of the graphic. Remove the center hinge tape and repeat the process for the other half. Then re-squeegee the entire graphic. Step 6 is to slowly remove the pre-mask by peeling at a sharp 180-degree angle. If the vinyl appears to be lifting at any point, gently replace the pre-mask in that area and re-squeegee. Then check for any wrinkles or bubbles. Of course, the final step in both the wet and dry process is to step back and admire your new vinyl graphics. And there you have it, new name and hailing port. We're really happy with the results too. From one Pacific Northwest boater to another, I'm Darren O'Brien. We'll see you out on the water.